Good evening, everyone. It's Jeanette Martin from JD Farms. So what time is it? Well, it's 6 p.m. where I live in South Langley, so that must mean it's talking turkey time with JD Farms and myself. So I am super excited to be with you again here this Thursday night. We can almost say talking turkey Thursday night. Oh, that's a lot of T's. And tonight I got a little bit of inspiration from when I went to JD Farms the other day to pick up various different pieces of turkey. So then for the rest of the summer, I will have different recipes to share with you. And in the cooler case, they had the fresh turkey wings. And this girl loves a good wing. And I love a good meaty wing. And I'm like, I remember about a month ago, we posted our barbecued chicken wings. It's chicken wings. You're so used to saying chicken wings, but we're switching those chicken wing people to turkey wings. Our turkey wing recipe. And I thought, hey, why don't I do that and show you how I prep for it, walk through the recipe because it's the first time that I'm doing the recipe, do a little bit of a twist on it like I always do with our recipes to kind of personalize it for myself and go from there. This recipe, I'm not going to use a barbecue. I'm going to cook them in my pan because I don't have a barbecue where I live, so the recipe will work for that as well. So our cast of characters for our sauce, online it shows an onion, which I don't have any onion right now in my house. I really do need to get to either Nature's Pickens or up to Ralph's Market. They're each about 20 minutes away from me. But if we understand what an onion does in a sauce, it kind of gets caramely sweet. So I'm going to substitute grated carrot for my onion because that nice sweetness. And then I always carry a spice on hand that has garlic and onion in it. So I'm going to get that onion flavor that we need in this recipe. It calls for brown sugar, and I just have coconut sugar in my house, so we're going to use that. It calls for Dijon mustard, and I just have a grainy mustard that'll go in there. Nice little texture as well with the grainy mustard. It calls for some chili powder, which I have some chili powder. It calls for some lemon juice, and I love this. I think I got this at Lee's Market. It's a big bottle of organic lemon juice. So I always have good fresh lemon juice on hand. Calls for Tabasco to heat it up. I just have Louisiana hot sauce. I'm going to use that in it. Calls for some Worcestershire, and it calls for some ketchup. I'm half the recipe for the barbecue sauce because I have 4 wings that I'm going to be using, or 4 pieces to my wings. And a wing, this recipe calls for 8 wings, so that would be, you would get 8 of the big drummy part and 8 of the smaller part. So I'm only doing basically 2 drumettes and 2 of the long part. I don't know what that's called. Does anybody know what the piece is? Yeah, this is what I'm using. Does anybody know what this piece is called? This is called the drumette, but what is this piece called? Can somebody help me out with that? Put it in the comments. I would really appreciate that. And I'm going to address the turkey after I get my barbecue sauce going. So I've got my saute pan up here, using just my electric frying pan right now to kind of keep it nice and simple. Okay, kind of come back to me. Let's get the carrot grating. Oh, and I've got a little bit of olive oil too. If I had the onion, I'd be sauteing it, but it's just a call for some olive oil. If anybody has any questions as we go along, I see I've got Nick on here, and I got Simmer on here, some of my friends. So this is like 1 medium organic carrot that I have. I was just thinking about the recipe and knowing from my culinary school, hopefully you can hear me as I'm grating this carrot, that what onion does when it cooks down, it gets kind of sweet. So what's the equivalent? So I just kind of thought, you know what, I'll use a bit of a carrot. So that looks enough for me for now. So it was about a half a medium carrot. Let's get my pan turned on. You know, you could buy a barbecue sauce, and you know, I've got tons of them here, but there's nothing better than looking in your pantry, gathering all the ingredients, and making it your own. So, tablespoon of olive oil into the pan, putting my carrots in the pan, Okay, that's gone in the pan. Turn that up just a bit. Okay, and it's saying to saute that up a little bit. So I'm going to use some of this onion and garlic to get that oniony flavor. Oh, maybe about a teaspoon of that. Okay, let's get that turned up and get that cooking out as well. So while that's cooking out, I'm gonna, you know what? Let's jump into the turkey wing itself. So in the recipe, it says to par cook the turkey wing for 30 minutes. Well, and it says to boil it in water. Well, wow, do we ever have a golden opportunity to make two different recipes today? If you remember back, I think a couple of 3 months ago, that when you make the I made something. Oh yeah, my smoked turkey turkey drumsticks in the crock pot, and then we had all that broth left over to make a soup. Well, we have the same opportunity here. Instead of just putting the turkey wing into some water, why not bump up the flavor? Because if it's going to be in there having a little bath for 30 minutes, we have a golden opportunity to impart some flavor. And I see that Tracy loved to learn how to make your own sauce. Oh yeah. So Tracy just starting right now. Normally it says a half an onion. Well, I'm using half a grated carrot. Why not? It's going to cook down. Okay, so you'll see here, this is one of the wings that I put in 30 minutes in some water. So they're almost cooked. They're probably about 3/4 of the way cooked. So if I was going to do these on the barbecue, I would need only about another 15 minutes. But I'm going to cook them in with my sauce. So this is my water. So in here, to bump up the flavor, I put some star anise in the water. I had some lime leaf I put in the water. A little bit of chili flake because I want the heat to go all the way to the bone. You could add some allspice, like a whole allspice in the water. You could add some peppercorns into the water. You could add some bay leaf into this water. You could add the onion and maybe a carrot into this water as well. So now this broth, I'm going to make a big thing of baked beans in this water. I'm going to soak some beans overnight, and I'm going to cook the beans in this broth. So can you imagine the flavors that are going to come out of these beans? You're going to have that turkey Asian-inspired flavor in there. Okay, so I'm going to teach you now how to, don't want my carrots to burn. Turn that down a bit. Okay, so I'm going to come back with my sauce in a minute. Okay, so we have our big turkey wings. Just say no to chicken wings. They're too small. You got to eat too many of them to get full. Look, you could have 2 of these and you're full. It makes sense to me. Okay, so back to how we're going to handle this turkey wing. So the first thing you're going to do is going to grab this end here and grab end. You're going to kind of just give it a little bit of a pull, and that releases the tendon up at that end, and you're able to kind of find the knuckle joint, and there we go, and cut that piece off. We're going to keep that good flavor in there. So then here, cut this little piece of skin in between. Okay, and again, we're going to kind of fold it like that, and you'll see how the knuckle comes away, or the joint comes away. Makes it very easy to getting my knife in there and just separating that. So I'm going to put these back in the broth, and I need to cook these for the 30 minutes as well. So they're just going to go back in that broth, and it's just going to add more of that flavor. I'll be right back. I got to wash my hands, and we're going to get back to our sauce. And I'm going to get rid of this board that had all that raw turkey meat on top of it. So let's bring over the pan that has our sauce in it. So the carrots got a little crunchy, but that's okay. It's just going to add some good flavor in there. They're going to soften up. Okay, turn it back up a bit. Okay, let's get in some of our other spices and the aromatics. In goes that little bit of coconut sugar, our lemon juice. You could use lime juice if you wanted to. You could use grapefruit juice. You could use orange juice. It's all going to give a little bit different flavor on the palate. Calls for a nice big tablespoon of grainy mustard. I like this mustard, so maybe I'm going to do about a half teaspoon and a half. The Worcestershire sauce is going to give a nice kind of bigger, fuller flavor, like a roasted flavor. And I don't know about you, but when I eat a barbecue chicken wing, it better be spicy. So I'm going to put quite a bit of that Louisiana hot sauce. You could use Tabasco, any one of the Tabascos. You could use a smoked, I think there's a Chipotle Tabasco, or any of your favorite hot sauce you want to use. The chili powder, I'm going to turn this up just a little bit more so we get some cooking happening here. Get that brown sugar melted. Okay, chili powder, it calls for a tablespoon. I'm going to go, again, about a nice big palmful. About a teaspoon and a half. And I'm just going to cook this around. I want to wake up those spices before I add the ketchup and a little secret ingredient that I love and I want to keep on hand. So, oh, woo, nice good smell coming out of that hot sauce. You gotta respect the turkey wing. Oh my gosh, I keep saying chicken wing. I'm so sorry, guys. With a really good sauce. Okay. Yeah, my coconut sugar's all melted in there. Turn this down a bit. Let's get that ketchup in there. That's about a half a cup of ketchup going in there. Let's get that moving around. In there. And because I don't have a barbecue, but I want to get that barbecue-y, that smoky flavor, this is a must-have. All pantries should have it. Oh, liquid smoke. You need just a little drip, but it just has this incredible background aroma, like these turkey wings have been on the barbecue for a good amount of time. So I'm just putting, maybe a quarter of a teaspoon in there. I don't want it too smoky. Turn up my heat. Oh, and already I can smell that beautiful smoky flavor. Okay. Going to move that around. I just want to cook it just for a little bit. And that's because you want to cook up the raw spice flavor. You want to make sure everything kind of marries together. And if you see here, it made my half a recipe, probably made about a cup of barbecue sauce, which is the perfect amount. Okay, all that in. Do I have everything in here? I do have everything in here. And the other thing, if you felt this was too thick, you could thin it down a little bit as well. Okay, oh, I have lumberjack ring. Oh my gosh, oh, my aunt is on. I'm a super fan of my aunt. Okay. So you're going to take that turkey wing, put it into my sauce, move it around. So in a recipe online, if you were going to barbecue these, you would take out half the recipe of the barbecue sauce. You would coat the wings, put it on a medium to low barbecue, and you're going to cook them for about 15 minutes, making sure, you want to make sure that the juices inside run clear. That means your turkey is cooked. And then you want to put the rest of the barbecue sauce on just before serving. So I'm going to cook these in my pan. I'm going to put the other ones on my stove. They're going to go on for that pre-cook for 30 minutes. Nice little simmer. And I'm going to put them into here and put the lid on. So I'm guessing this is, being that it's not barbecue, it may take 20-25 minutes. I'll show you with a picture afterwards. And then I will show you, I'll post one day next week of what the sauce, how I used that incredible broth that has those nice big flavors in it, that new turkey broth that we made. and how it's going to turn into like baked beans. It's going to be fantastic. So thank you so much for tuning on. If you have any questions about this recipe, our recipe is posted on our website. You can kind of tweak it the way that you like. More hot sauce, more mustard, less mustard, more chili powder, more onion. It's all your own flavor, which is awesome. Get some of these incredible turkey wings. Can you just imagine? And remember in the video I had said, if anybody knows what this side of the turkey wing is called, I'd love to know because I can't remember. I do. This is the drumette part, I think. Can someone let me know if this side is called the wingette, I think? I can't remember. I can't remember. So there you go. From my home kitchen in South Langley. I thank you so much for coming on and learning how to make a homemade barbecue sauce. That is a family recipe that lives on our website, on JD Farms' website. If you want to buy any of our turkey products, we still have our super duper easy online ordering system. And on that system, remember there's our spices are on there and our bread's on there and pasta's on there and pancake mixes are on there. Basically, you can get all your grocery shopping done except for your fresh fruits and veggies. Pretty good, eh? And there's also raspberry pies and ice cream that when you go to pick it up, make sure you pick some of that up as well. So there you go. Oh, and our store hours to Friday 10 to 6. No, to Saturday, I believe 10 to 6. And on Sunday 10 to 5. So when you want to gobble up some turkey, our bistro is open for you as well. Oh, and we have our bistro open that you can come, get a sandwich, get our soups, a salad, and head on outside. We've got our picnic tables, very socially distanced. So, hey, we got you all covered. And we're going to fill you up with turkey. So enjoy the night, everybody, from Jack, Jason, Jennifer, and Marilyn. We wish you God bless, and we wish you to gobble up all the goodness in life. Enjoy your night, everybody, and I'll see you next Thursday for another episode. Should we call it an episode or show? Cooking demo of Talking Turkey Thursday. Bye-bye, everybody.